the link, right? So that sets us up for the tools now. So where do LinkedIn and Twitter come in? Well, I'd like to argue, I will argue in fact, that LinkedIn and Twitter are amazing tools to keep track of and keep those links fresh. Let's just take a look at Twitter for a minute. There are lots of ways to use Twitter, and there are lots of people on Twitter. But the way I like to use it, and you'll have to wrench it from my cold dead hand for this reason alone, is that I connect with everyone in my network, and I follow them on Twitter. And every time they send an update, that freshens that link. And my favorite example is one of my people I follow on Twitter, and is a good connection in my network, is an IT executive in town. And last spring, he traveled to Seattle to attend the Microsoft CIO Summit. And he tweeted all along the way. And I knew that he got stuck in the Baltimore airport, that he was traveling with a new mini notebook, that he had 2 presentations to give, and he was worried that this little new mini notebook would let him down. And he got to have dinner and sit right beside Steve Ballmer, and that when the conference was done, he got to spend some time in Pike's Palace, or whatever the area is in Seattle. And during that same weekend, I went to Washington, D.C. for the first of several workshops of becoming a coach. And I tweeted that weekend as well. And it just so happened a few days later we got together at a monthly event where there's a bunch of other people in this organization. And you know how the introductions to go, so, how's it been? What have you been up to? What are you doing? And then I ran into Chuck. And it was like, oh my gosh, what was it like to have dinner with Steve Ballmer? How did you like the notebook? It worked for you, right? And he's asking me the same questions. The point was the links between Chuck and I were so fresh. I knew what he was doing. He knew what I was up to. Our conversation started up here. It's worth it for that alone. Just keep me posted. What are you up to? I'm very interested. Now, LinkedIn is a different ballgame. It's a little more subtle, but a lot more powerful. So in this virtual world where your community is now spread out around the globe and not just in your geographical area, first of all, I use LinkedIn just to keep track of who I'm connected to. And I'm actually very particular about it. So I only connect with people that I know well enough that I would recommend with confidence. In fact, those words are right on my profile. So this is the online reflection of the people that I know well, that I'm loyal to, and they're loyal to me. And then I use LinkedIn to listen to my network. And this is the most amazing part. I don't know if you realize it, but this web, this thing you've created, this collection of links, it speaks to you. And that's how I use LinkedIn. Because I go to the homepage and check the updates. In fact, I actually have a way you could read those through, almost like emails. You get all the updates. And my network is talking to me. And when someone updates their profile, they're telling me something new. A friend I went to college with just got a new job in Chicago. Updates his profile, bam, I know about it. Another friend I know just moved his location to Japan. Something new. So I sent him an email and we were able to reconnect. Kept that link fresh. I use those updates to have my network talk to me. What's going on? One of my favorites is, you may have noticed, somebody will suddenly have 10 new connections in one day. What does that tell you? Either they just got home from a conference, they're afraid they're about to lose their job. Either way, good to know, right? What else? You can also use LinkedIn to speak to your network as well. How do you do that? You keep your profile current, and you keep it complete. Because with this dispersed community that I have, I can't always remember, what school did you go to? When did you graduate? Or what company are you at again? So that allows me to just check in and make sure that I know, and you the same, what I'm up to. For goodness sakes, have a photo. It really forges that connection. So here's a secret. I think LinkedIn and Twitter are 2 of the most amazing tools right now to build on your network. But the truth is, it's not about the tools. You can use whatever. You can use the telephone, you can use email, you can use Facebook, you can use Plateau, whatever. I find these 2 to be really powerful. The secret is, it's the network. It's your community of loyal supporters and followers and people that you are loyal to. And I look forward to seeing you online.